Hi, welcome to McLean's RV. Today we're going over the Solitude 391 DL, which is going to be our double luxury suite with 2 full bathrooms, 2 full master bedrooms, and we're going to go over this brand new layout that Grand Design just came out with last month. Let's start off with some of the standard features Grand Design has. This is going to be your convenience center where you're going to have freshwater filters, camping, city water, winterization, everything labeled and easy to be able to navigate while you're going out, whether you're doing full-time camping, traveling across the United States, or just taking the family out for a good time. You're going to have auto leveling, which is going to be a hydraulic leveling system that is a 6-point system. Plus the 2 extra tires, you have 10 points of contact to be able to keep you sturdy while you're in your campground. Now, safety is a big thing with Grand Design. Notice here you have some blue lights on the slide out. What this is actually designed for is in the middle of the night, have you ever had to run out because something got unplugged or something's going on and you're running around? Instead of it being pitch black in your campground, running in and banging your head, Grand Design has put these lights under here. That way you go, oh, hey, this is where the slide out is, and you don't have to worry about rushing, hitting your head, or causing any type of bodily harm. It's kind of a big deal if you've ever been camping and been in an emergency. Continuing on with safety, Grand Design has gone with the MORryde Kingpin. Now, you will see some that have an airbag, where if you don't have an air compressor, you have to fill it up, get it adjusted depending on your weight. Well, when you're going up and down, that's not the biggest issue. It's that stop and go in traffic. So Grand Design went with MORryde. They've been in business for over 30 years, and they are designed to make things ride better, period. That's all they're designed to do. So you have a huge rubber grommet, and what this does is it helps prevent that bucking and chucking. I can't say fully prevent, it helps eliminate a lot of that bucking and chucking because you have that nice smooth rubber action going back and forth with some Teflon here to be able to help with some of the crunch spots. They've also put a light directly over the Kingpin, so when you're backing up, you can see exactly where the Kingpin. Most manufacturers will have some type of slot up here, it completely misses it. You have no idea where the Kingpin is because, let's face it, if you camp like I do, I'm waiting until the last minute to be able to leave because I want to enjoy every last second I can while I'm out camping. These are 2 huge safety features that Grand Design has thought of from years and years of experience, and they're bringing it to their customer. It's one of many things that they're known for. Safety, full-time living, insulation is going to be great on this unit, better than most, which I'll definitely touch base on that in just a few minutes. Now, wiring for generator, they're actually using thick gauge to be able to handle large power sources coming in. Some of these manufacturers are going to put a lot less money involved into their wiring and make sure, what Grand Design is actually doing is they make sure that you're safe and not burning out your wires or having to worry about any of your electrical issues. Everything's going to be up and tight. You have an inverter in here. You have a spot for 2 batteries. Most of them put a spot for 1 battery. At McLean's, we actually do supply it with 1 batteries. Other manufacturers or other dealers are kind of like the Christmas toys, batteries not included. We don't charge you for it, we want to get you taken care of. And our service department has plenty of options if you want to add a generator, lithium batteries. We have the full capability at McLean's RV down here in Fort Worth. Now, look how large your actual storage compartment is. And I don't know if you noticed, when I walked by, this had a motion sensor and turned on as soon as we went. The reason the storage is so big, Grand Design has what's called a drop chassis. You have a chassis that goes across, and then right up over here, drops down an additional 10 inches to give you that extra 10 inches of storage. Can you imagine other manufacturers ripping you off with this much storage? Grand Design knows storage is one of the most important parts of an RV because there's only so much you can put in an RV when you're traveling. They've also set it up if you want to do an outside barbecue. You have a propane connect right here. That way you could set up your barbecue, hang out with friends, family. You also have 2 awnings to eat under, which this one's put on the slide out to maximize the most amount of space. Some manufacturers will put it up against the door and you actually lose 3 feet of shade. And all they're doing is wasting the space up here. Now, we're talking about safety. Grand Design has these heavy duty MORRITE steps. Now, just because it's heavy duty does not mean the step has to be heavy. It's aluminum. It's pet friendly, so when it's hot, you could actually put your hand on there. You don't have to worry about your dogs burning their feet, or the kids or the grandkids or whoever's going with you burn their feet, because aluminum doesn't get as hot. The other thing, there's other manufacturers, they have these little holes in. If a dog walks down and it has those holes in the steps, they could actually rip their toenails off. So they're trying to be pet friendly, kid friendly, adult friendly, and very light with a 0 gravity step. You could actually move this with 1 finger. I put a large grab bar. That way you can have easy access and entry. Now, insulation. I was mentioning this earlier. You will see some manufacturers don't laminate their back wall, their end walls, or their roof. Grand Design does it all the way through and does a solid insulation. Now, you will see in other manufacturers in their back wall, it will flex. Your slide outs, it'll flex. That's called a hung wall construction, and that's how most of these manufacturers do with their cheap stick and tin trailers that you can get for $10,000. Now, with Grand Design, that actually makes it 10 to 12 degrees warmer or cooler, depending on the temperature, in the slide out, where everybody else, that's where you're going to have your biggest loss of insulation, because if you don't see it, they're not going to bring it up. If you don't have someone talk about there being a bonded slide out or a bonded back wall, that person either A, doesn't know, or B, they're trying to hide from you the insulation and they don't want you to know. That's why Grand Design makes sure it's noticeable on their insulation, just on that. Now, you have frameless windows. Now, here's what you're going to hear from other manufacturers if they don't have frameless windows. Oh, they're just up there to look cool. They have no purpose, doesn't really work that well or anything. Well, if you've seen in other manufacturers, they have this frame out here, they have this stuff that's like dripping down and gets nasty. Well, with these frameless windows, if you notice right here, it's solid black. That's because right behind it is actually your rubber seal. This is protecting your seal to make it last longer, and you don't have to put that butyl putty in there that just drips down. So when you're 5 or 6 years down the line, you don't have these ugly streaks going down. It's actually very purposeful, and Grand Design is trying to make theirs an upscale unit that's going to last you for a very long time. Now, coming towards the back. Don't know if you've noticed yet, but this actually has 5 slide outs to give you maximum space throughout the whole unit. Not only that, we got a rear door. This has 2 entries and a residential full profile fifth wheel, which is very, very uncommon in the industry. With that being said, how about we go inside and show you what this layout's all about. Now that we're gonna take a look at the inside, why don't you come on in and let me show you the second master bathroom. This has a full shower, lots of leg space for the toilet, solid surface countertop with a sunk-in sink, and a medicine cabinet. And just in case you didn't think this was a big shower, I am 5'10". I can't even reach the ceiling with how much headspace. For all y'all that are over 6 foot tall, this is going to be a perfect shower. Now, coming into the second master suite, you have a full queen size bed, TV in front, name brand TCL Roku TV, his and hers closets, hidden storage for all your personal belongings. Space for under the bed if you want to put extra blankets or pillows. More covered storage that can also be used as a seat if you need to put on some boots, shoes, or girls want to put on their heels. They have a nice spot to be able to sit down. It's not sitting too low, not too high. For those who like a little bit of the technical part, they're not using OSB chipboard. They're actually using expensive plywood to make sure this bed doesn't fall apart later on down the line. They're using barn-style doors that slide very easy. That has a magnetic latch to be able to hold it in place. Now, if you notice on this side, you have smoked privacy glass, so you're not able to see anything inside when the door is closed. Now, something that makes this unit a little unique. This has a very massive loft bed. Stairs that are easy to get to, that are very strong. You can fit 2 full-grown adults up there, very easy. They'd have their own AC on each side. They have their own 110, 212 volt on each side. The center has cable hookups and a spot if you would like to add a TV up there. Or you can fit about 3 or 4 kids up here because it has so much storage up here that I've never seen this much space in a loft bed. You have pull-down shades that are solar reflective, that are easy glide up. If you notice, they got rid of all of the grandma's curtains looking valises, and they've gone to wood valises to give you that nice upscale look. Your theater seating each has their own cubby hole. Electric recliner that is perfectly positioned directly across from your Roku TCL TV that has its own televator. It's got a Rockford Fosgate sound system with inside and outside speakers. You have an electric usable fireplace that produces heat instead of having to use all your propane heat. This will actually use electric heat. If you want a different mood, it changes colors. Blue, red, blue and yellow. You got your traditional fire. You got that kind of cool purplish pink to almost light fire rock look. Coming over into the kitchen, you have a massive island that's dishwasher prepped that would go right into here, or keep it as is and have all the storage. You have a very large split sink with a partial split on the bottom. It's kind of the best worlds of I want a farmhouse sink or I want a split sink. It's got nozzle that pulls out. This has been out for a couple years now and has been one of the greatest things that RVs have come out with in a while. You have a 4-burner with a residential size oven that you could actually fit a full-size turkey in. You do not have to cut your turkey up to actually have a Thanksgiving dinner when you're out camping. You have a residential microwave instead of a little itty-bitty one that barely fits some pizza pockets. Your storage here is actually for trash cans that's put away, so you don't have to worry about having it covered if your animals are in here. They're just put away. Now, something that most people forget to talk about in the Grand Designs and how they're thinking ahead. Everybody has always had carpet on their slide outs. And if it doesn't have carpet, this part's lipped up. And that side will only have the carpet, or this side will have the carpet. They have gone full linoleum that is pet friendly, easy to clean, and just be able to sweep it up right over here to your central vac. And it's that easy to be able to use. They're still using name brand appliances with your refrigerator. Samsung, everybody knows who that is. Large size pantry. Little coffee bar, so you can put your coffee pot here and be able to put all your mugs and everything right where you're going to have your coffee, if you want a Keurig or whichever type of coffee you prefer. Still staying away from the carpet, you have wood steps. Going into the second full bathroom, you have solid surface countertops, a full residential size shower with back sprayers on the actual shower, porcelain toilet instead of a plastic toilet, and most importantly, you have a tankless hot water heater, so you have on-demand hot water. You don't have to wait an hour. You'll run out of hot water, then you have to refill it. You actually have 206, or total 2 gray tanks that equal 106 gallons of gray water, so you can actually use more of that water. Coming in here, you have a king-size bed in your master suite. You have another hidden storage. This unit, believe it or not, actually has 3 ACs. This is the third AC. All 3 of them are ducted to give you the maximum amount of airflow. Now, this unit has actually been tested from 110 down to 70 degrees, 72 to 75, depending on which room you are, and has been tested from 0 degrees up to 70. This is a true Four Seasons coach, and they actually have it published, where most manufacturers, they just go, oh, it's been 0 degree tested, or yes, it's a Four Seasons coach. They don't actually go into the depth of actually putting it into this freeze chamber and putting it out in the heat and testing the inside to make sure you're able to handle where we're at, Texas weather. You have a large closet, or you could use it for a stackable washer dryer. You have a walk-in closet, spot for shoes, socks, whatever type of storage needs you need it for. All right, folks, now that we've gone over the 391 DL, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch the video. My name's James Smith. I'm over here at McLean's RV Fort Worth, but that's not limited to our Rockwell, our Denton, our Sanger, and our Oklahoma store, which we have 5 locations to be able to serve you. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. If you have anything that I missed, please leave some comments below, and I'd love to be able to go over anything that we happen to miss on this brand new floor plan. Thanks, and have a great day.